What's gonna happen? There we. Oh, wind in the bottom left, in the red, in the blue. Excuse me. For FX, he's ASTREA. They didn't even give us the normal warning that time.
It literally just went zoom right into it. I hate this so much. And in the top right, it's Exxon's MAXPAX. These guys are absolutely brutal. It's so bad. It's so brutal.
Man, normally they'll give us like the loading bar, right? They put it all in, and then okay, I can be prepared for this. I won't get it right. But this time it was just immediate. You know, we're in. Oh man, that was terrible. Why they just do this to mess with foreign casters? I swear.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh look though, MAXPAX showing his opponent the respect that we have not. Both players being nice, GLHF, and we're just sitting here, you know, slinging mud at each other. Because that's our job, right? We're trying to be entertaining, and they actually have to play the game. So.
In all seriousness, MAXPAX is such a great, ASTREA is such a great dude. He is such a kind person. He's just so nice. MAXPAX is, it's funny because I can't really assign a personality to him because I've never seen his face. So I'm like, man, like he's well married for sure. Never been any issues with that at all. But like, I can't really quantify it because I don't get the chance to actually ever see him, you know?
Yeah, I talk to him a little bit whenever I see him, whenever I'm casting a tournament and I happen to cast him, I'm like, oh hey, how's it going, you know? And I can confirm, by the way, is we have a pylon coming out here from ASTREA rather early. I thought you said the proxy pylon meta was dead, Steadfast.
Oh no, the fake proxy pylon meta. No, the part of like building like a third gateway on the map is very much alive, and I think it's either going to be proxy Stargate or it's going to be proxy third gate. And we're going to get to see MAXPAX display an expert defense against ASTREA's very cheesy, gimmicky way to try and steal a game.
This could also be a proxy robo. Yes, proxy robo is not as powerful as it once was.
No, okay, it's proxy gate.
Oh man, I'm looking there and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, I only see a Nexus on the way on the bottom production tab, and then I forgot that they didn't fix it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what in the world is that? Like, something messed up here. Like, what's up with the UI? But it's fine. So yeah, 3-gate pressure is a solid and standard response to this gate expand that MAXPAX has gone for. It makes a lot of sense. You say, look, you know, you've gone for a single gate. I will have 3 gates. And yeah, eventually you may get a couple additional gateways. But look at this. MAXPAX. Man, what are you feeding your players? Very clearly, this is MAXPAX will find the gateway.
Yeah, no, MAXPAX just knows what he's doing. And this is going to be kind of boring because he's just going to make some Void Rays. He's going to micro perfectly. And what do you think ASTREA is going to try and do to win game number 6? Because he ain't winning this one.
Let's be real here. Even if you do have that Stargate opener, this is far from a done deal.
Yeah,
it's going to be
really
very powerful.
Very tight defense, yeah.
Oh, and look at this. The probe will not be able to knock the pylon down. And the Adept, is it going to circle around? Where is that Adept? Like,
no, Adept got picked off.
It got picked up by the rallying stalkers. Okay. I'm watching this on my big screen, right? And I've got a 4K screen, so everything actually looks relatively pixelated here as it's a 1080p stream. But anyway, we do have our gateway now done. One Void Ray is out. Second Void Ray is on the way. And this is really a game of execution. Look at this. ASTREA, he got a pylon on into the main base to maybe warp in some Adepts. But no, MAXPAX will find that in time. Unfortunate there for ASTREA. But, well, now it's his time to try to get something done here, as we will see the shield batteries, of course, be the primary target of ASTREA's ire, and that makes a lot of sense, right? You knock down the shield batteries, that hold is a lot more possible, because it's all about the Void Rays, and if the Void Rays cannot heal themselves up properly, it's not really going to work out. But ASTREA already not really having the best situation here.
Yeah, I was kind of memeing, but MAXPAX has a crap ton of experience against this. He has beaten Zest consistently when Zest tries to go for this against his low ground expansion. And there's already 2 Void Rays out. They haven't taken any hull damage yet. ASTREA, I do like the addition of the Sentry here. If he can force field MAXPAX's units out, that is very awkward for the Exxon Protoss player. But I gotta say, he's looking really good right now.
Steadfast, look at this though. This is actually, well, not anymore, but it was a rather long supply block there from MAXPAX. Now his gateways finally, or his additional pylons are finally done. But that does mean we're not going to see that third Void Ray for quite a while. We're not going to see those additional Stalkers for quite a while. And the supply lead is starting to snowball. ASTREA, because he really has not been forcing his way on into things, it does mean... Oh, and he gets a Void Ray too. There we go. Second shield, the shield battery overcharge is going to get popped here, but ASTREA, he was biding his time, but it looks like he might barely have enough here. The Stalker pops out to its doom. There's only one Void Ray on the map, and actually ASTREA, he says, look, okay, I don't necessarily need to kill your Void Ray right now, although I wish you kind of had done that. I just need to kill your static defense. I need to kill your probes. I need to make it so the follow-up hold is not going to be all that powerful. A second Void Ray will go on down. It's one Void Ray versus the world, 8 army supply to 24. And we were saying it was looking really good for MAXPAX, and MAXPAX really did look like he was having an immaculate hold, but he got a little bit too complacent. And now that gave ASTREA the room to go on in here. We're going to see more static defense get targeted down. A Void Ray going to get tapped on down. Maybe. Is it going to go down? Yeah, one Void Ray does go down. That second one is going to survive for maybe a little bit longer, but that's not going to be enough. There is literally 0 army on the map right here for ASTREA. He's got a Void Ray on the way, of course, but that does not an army now make. And this is looking like ASTREA has, in fact, broken MAXPAX here in this game, which does mean Alpha X is going to take the series, even if we do have a Game 6 on the way. Yeah, unfortunately there for MAXPAX. I was kind of hoping we would see it go to the go to Game 6 as the decider. You know, MAXPAX wins Game 1 and ASTREA wins Game number 2 to end things, just so we get that a little bit of additional hype. But again, this match is equally as important. Yes, Exxon is not going to win the game now. Alpha X has the win locked in regardless. Actually, yeah, I guess, yeah, MAXPAX winning this game would put it at a 4-2. Not a 4-3, so it would be a +2 instead of a... It would be a -2 for Exxon instead of a -3.
No, it would be a -4 versus -2.
Yeah, you're right. Doing math in the morning. Good luck, right?
Not fun. Yeah, I will say this is probably the biggest drawback of the format is when it goes into Game 6 and it's a 4-1 scoreline. Actually 4-1 or 5-0. Yeah.
So we do have that low ground expand coming on in from both players here. And I love this. This is such a funky meta, right? Where you see both players, they send probes across the map. They go on and block things, but actually, ASTREA's not even going to try. Well, never mind. His probe's in the main base. I just didn't see the little blue dot. So, again, this is really funny. Both players are going to drop a pylon on their opponent's Nexus location once it hits the rough timing. And then once the pylon is just about dead, they're going to drop a Cybercore. And that becomes a little bit problematic. But this is a rather quick Zealot here for MAXPAX. Interesting adaptation there. Actually, no, never mind. We have both Zealots out. So we may actually not see the block regardless, which is going to be rather funky indeed. There, oh, Nexus gets down anyways. Okay, yeah. The Zealots will successfully ward away both pylons, and away we go. We don't have the funky meta, at least not right now.
Yeah, no. It's kind of unique when that happens. Actually, almost always you do see that block. So not getting it up on ASTREA is a little bit weird, a little bit strange.
And actually, the really surprising thing here is ASTREA. He has his Nexus about halfway down here as MAXPAX does take his, but of course, that is because MAXPAX has opted to go for a Stargate. It is a one base tech expand instead of just the one gate tech expand instead of just your standard one gate expand that MAXPAX has been doing. But I do like this, right? This is something that he does a lot of, where he says, "Oh yeah, I'm absolutely going for the expand. Don't even think about it. Don't worry about it." Meanwhile, of course, there's an Oracle that's on the way. So it's a little bit of a mind game, although I do believe ASTREA has probably scouted the fact that this was in the wall. And, yeah, this is pretty much a mirror game of the game that Jo-Un played on this map against Geralt in the previous series.
Yeah, a little bit. It does get very similar there. Now, we're going to see MAXPAX start to get aggressive here, and it was a full wall for ASTREA. Now, is he going to be able to get a warp in from this gateway? It's going to be very, very close. MAXPAX, oh, he's not going to commit for the kill. I think I would have actually really liked to see that. Oh, Stasis Ward coming in. That is going to get some huge damage done there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I think that's the biggest Stasis trap I've ever seen.
Jesus, that was massive.
Also, when was the last time you saw 2 Adepts and a Zealot kill off a gateway?
Today.
Right? Like, I don't think I ever see that happen. But now,
it's not
man,
often.
oh, look at the relative income here. Astrea sitting, they roughly, I mean, Astrea's got +3 workers, but he is down less than half of his opponent's income in this game.
Yeah, and oh, this double Oracle going to come in. Astrea caught very out of position right there. 5 probes go down, and now it's MaxPax. Looking really good in this game number 6. It is a shame that it was not an even scoreline, because this would have been incredibly hype otherwise.
Yep. Unfortunately, it does appear that MaxPax, he's a little bit angry about how game number 1 did go off, so he's pulling out all the stops here in this game number 2. But Astrea also getting ready to get aggressive. I would imagine that's an interesting proxy pylon. And we haven't even seen the out-of-the-way pylons really show their presence in PvP as of late. You know, like the pylons you put out in a corner and then you warp into a depth when your opponent's across the map and try to get something done. That has also pretty significantly fallen out of the meta. So we're going to have to see what exactly Astrea has plans for that, or whether that is, again, you know, just the double adept whatever proxy here. That being said, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, no, I kind of missed those pylons. They were really, really good.
Yeah, pretty cool. It did increase to the dynamicness, the dynamicity of the matchup here. So the Oracles are continuing to find damage. They will deny the third base for a little bit. Now, Starkers do try to blink on top of this, but hey, they're still going to get 4 workers, and it will stay alive. Really nice Oracle control here from MaxPax. And you know, now that Alpha X has won the day, as important, by the way, as maps are, I can recognize just slightly that, you know, Exxon players might have some ability in their bones. Clearly not as much as the superior Alpha X hyperbolic time chamber, but you know, they can do something. As Astrea, it looks like he may want to get a little bit aggressive here onto the third base of MaxPax, but that's not where the third base is, right? So that warp in position is not going to be all that useful to the Alpha X Protoss at this point. But look at this, man. MaxPax has a massive +1 lead. His +1 may even be done by the time the Forge is done.
It's not quite going to be that much, but it's like a 3/4 of a timing upgrade. Like it's a really big difference, and that's a big problem for Astrea. Now Astrea does have a nice little worker lead, which is great. Ooh, MaxPax going to be able to pick off a couple of probes. Wow, actually going to pick off all of the worker lead basically right there, and he's got a blink stalker lead here as well. Immortal will show up for Astrea, but it's kind of having to fight up a ramp, and yeah, this is a really... Oh, wow, he's actually going to blink forward right on top of it. We'll take it out. I actually don't know if I... No, I like it. Especially now with that stasis ward. That's going to shut down all the mining in the main. Oh, no, a nice pull from Astrea did save those probes from getting trapped.
All right, so now Astrea does have the army supply lead, but he does not have the worker lead just now. So, actually, no, with the rally here, MaxPax... No, MaxPax does not have the worker lead. I wonder whether this is worthwhile, right? Because MaxPax does have an upgrade lead, sure. He was able to equalize the worker lead. Actually, he has a 2-worker advantage for himself now. And, well, he does have +2 on the way. So if this game goes longer, absolutely this was a good move here from MaxPax just to reset his opponent's army. So Astrea doesn't really feel comfortable moving out on the map. That being said, he doesn't want to lose too much more here. So we're going to see another stasis trap coming on in. But Astrea with the good hold, he's going to be totally fine. Now Astrea going to blink on top of things. Is he going to get aggressive with this? I don't think so.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, so the army supply is too low. And, I mean, Astrea does have a small to a significant army supply lead depending on the warp ends. And, oh, hey, MaxPax will find that pylon that has been absolutely useless over the course of this game.
Yeah, and a probe that was just chilling there. So that's not a huge deal, but that is like that you have to subtract the one worker from that worker lead for Astrea over that entire period of time because of that. Now, something that is a huge, absolutely massive problem for Astrea is the fact that MaxPax is going to have +2 potentially before +1 is done.
Yeah, you know what's funny though? I've seen a couple PvPs like this, right? Where you have one player with a massive upgrade lead, and you're like, man, just go kill him, right? You got a 2 upgrade lead, you got a 3 upgrade lead, even is what I've seen. If you see like one player just trying to be mobile around the map here with a bunch of blink stalkers. Oh, the Oracle will go down finally. And then you just don't see the player with the upgrade lead go kill, and you're like, look, dude, it's a 2 upgrade lead. Like, what are you waiting on? Normally it's because of disruptors that he doesn't really want to attack on in. So, well, ASTREA won't have that, but he is warping on in here. He's getting ready to get a bit aggressive, but it's aggressive. It's kind of an anti-timing. +2 is just... Oh, actually, ASTREA's taking a bit of an anti-timing there. Look at those force fields. There was a... Oh, he's going to get the warp prism? He will not. But anyway, yeah, ASTREA taking that engagement right before +2 completes. That's a bit of an anti-timing. I mean, he still has a 1 upgrade lead, but he could have 2. Actually,
yeah,
no, he's just 1 now.
If it were for those, if it were not for those force fields, we would have seen the 7 seconds where MAXPAX had the upgrade lead. We would have seen the fight take place there, and that would have been an incredibly one-sided slaughter. But as it is, ASTREA, he's down 15 army supply. He's down that upgrade lead, and I think MAXPAX is going to be able to get a lot done. Now, I really like that little counterattack pylon. There is a cannon there in that base, but attacking the Nexus is not ideal. Great force fields from ASTREA right there, but is it going to be anywhere close to enough?
Well, actually, it looks like it will be for the time being, as MAXPAX, he's going to back on up. But now there are far less force fields here. Now Stalkers are going to warp on in, and it is a +2 versus +1 advantage, of course. But with the 2 Immortals here, as soon as these Zealots do go down, if the Immortals are able to stay strong, this is going to be a somewhat powerful army here for ASTREA. He's microing for his life, and MAXPAX, he's trying to go on in. ASTREA, he's going to be able to make the hold, at least for the time being. 1 Archon will go on down. He's going to blink on top of the second. Second Archon's going to go down as well, and it's just Zealot Warpins, which, by the way, are very good, of course, against this. But the Warp Prism is going to go down as well. So with the static defense here, ASTREA, he's going to make a hold with flying colors. He now has a 16 army supply lead, and it's one of those games we're looking at. We're like, how in the world are these holds possible, right? It is a 1 upgrade lead. It is a bigger army supply, but this is the power of chokes, and this is the power of shield batteries in this matchup.
Yeah, that was really well done from ASTREA right there. A bit sloppy from MAXPAX attacking in there. I think he should have just gone for the Nexus, clicked it down, and then gotten out of there. That should have been the game plan, start to finish. That's the whole play. Man, they really like showing this this symbol here.
It's a Douyu, which is the Chinese streaming service, which I guess is a sponsor. But anyway, we do now have ASTREA. He has +2. There is upgrade parity. And if you notice, MAXPAX did not get into a +3 with the same alacrity that he did with +2. So with that being said, I mean, it's not going to be nearly as big of an upgrade timing. And with +2 versus +2, ASTREA has already shown that he's able to make this hold happen. That being said, that is a lot of charge lots moving on in, and that is a fairly significant army supply advantage. Once again here, charge lots getting on top of all of these Stalkers, and well, charge lots again, they are very good against Blink Stalkers here. The the shield battery overcharge getting targeted down as well, and as good as that hold from ASTREA was looking at the start, it's looking like actually MAXPAX is going to be able to break this at the end of the day.
Yeah, already 11 probes going down. Big blink forward coming in from MAXPAX. Is he going to have enough? I think the answer is a resounding yes. The 1 Archon will get target fire down, but there's just so much army here from the Danish Protoss player from Team Exxon. And while he will not be able to clutch it out and take the series, he will be able